Bonsoir et bienvenue à toutes et à tous. Je m'appelle Karen Thorne-Stone et je suis la présidente-directrice générale de la Société de développement de l'industrie des médias de l'Ontario. Au nom de toute l'équipe de la SODEMO, j'ai le plaisir de vous accueillir à cette soirée très spéciale, au cours de laquelle nous allons annoncer le nom des lauréats du Prix littéraire Trillium 2018. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. My name is Karen Thorne-Stone, and I'm the President and CEO of the Ontario Media Development Corporation. On behalf of OMDC's board and our staff, I am delighted to welcome all of you to this very special evening, where together we will celebrate Ontario's authors and announce the winners of the 2018 Trillium Book Awards, the 31st year that the awards have been presented. Now, the presentation of this year's Trillium winners will take place after dinner, so you gotta hang tight for just a little bit longer. But for now, together, let's acknowledge this year's talented finalists. What an incredible group of writers we've got with us tonight. You can identify all of those finalists by the boutonnieres that they're wearing. So if the opportunity presents itself, hug a writer tonight. Congratulations and welcome to all of you, your guests, and to your publishers. Félicitations et bienvenue à chacune et chacun d'entre vous, à vos invités et à votre maison d'édition. Nous vous remercions d'avoir enrichi nos vies en partageant vos histoires avec le monde et d'avoir pris le temps de venir célébrer ce soir avec nous les réalisations littéraires de l'Ontario. Thank you for making our lives richer by sharing your stories with the world and for taking time out of your very busy schedules to celebrate Ontario's literary achievements with us tonight. And speaking of sharing stories and making our lives richer, and particularly today on National Indigenous Persons Day, it's important, I think, that we take a moment to acknowledge that the land we're all gathered on tonight is a traditional meeting place for many Indigenous people of Turtle Island. We recognize the long and enduring presence of First Nations and Métis people in Ontario and show respect this evening to the Anishinaabe and Mississaugas of the New Credit. And I think we especially thank those storytellers who are here with us tonight for continuing to share your powerful words that remind us of our history. Now, I know for our colleague Janet Hawkins and probably some of our jury members, it feels a little bit like Trillium runs for the whole year, but in fact, it's actually just a two-evening affair. I think that many of you who are here tonight were also here last night for our Trillium Public Reading event, where the finalists shared fabulous readings from their nominated books. It was an enthusiastic crowd, and with the help of our booksellers, Ben McNally Books and Librairie Mosaïque, many in the audience went home with a bag full of books, a whole new collection that we think will keep them entertained and engaged right throughout the summer. So please be sure to take a look at the screens around the room tonight. We've captured some of the great moments from last night, and they'll be playing throughout the evening. Ontario's publishing industry is in many ways just a big family, and sadly that family was heartbroken earlier this year by the passing of one of Canada's most well-respected and accomplished children's book publishers and editors, Sheila Barry. Sheila was one of the industry's strongest advocates for diverse, quality children's books. She never shied away from telling challenging stories. She believed that events in every story should be seen from a child's point of view, that books should depict children as active participants in the story and in society, and that the best stories emphasize the fundamental human rights that all children are entitled to, even if it shows sometimes that those rights are not as respected by the adults around them as they could be. Sheila will be deeply missed by her colleagues, her authors, and her friends, but I think it's fair to say she left us with a wonderful legacy and clear goals for all of us to aspire to. Sheila était l'une des éditrices de livres pour enfants les plus respectées et était une grande défenseuse de la diversité dans les histoires pour enfants. Elle nous manquera profondément. OMDC is proud to manage the Trillium Book Award on behalf of the province and to support Ontario's publishing industry through a range of programs and services. The publishing industry is a critically important part of Ontario's thriving creative media cluster, and we really believe that the funding provided through OMDC and the Trillium Book Award are critical to ensuring that our authors and our publishers are recognized, that they have the opportunity to shine and be competitive on the international stage. L'industrie de l'édition est une composante importante du groupe florissant des médias de la création en Ontario. Nous estimons que le financement accordé par la Société et le Prix littéraire Trillium permet aux auteurs et aux éditeurs d'être reconnus et de pouvoir rivaliser sur la scène internationale. We couldn't deliver the programs that we do without the strong support of our provincial government, and I want to thank our ministry colleagues for their tremendous support, along with so many of our OMDC board members who are here with us tonight, each of whom I have to say is incredibly generous with their time and their wisdom to help us ensure the growth and success of Ontario's creative industries. You'll have the opportunity to hear from our board chair, Mark Sakamoto, a little later this evening, but I think in this book setting tonight, it's fitting to take a moment to congratulate Mark, whose own book, Forgiven, won Canada Reads earlier this year. Now, for those of you who were following that drama in real time when it happened at the end of May, you'll remember that the week also included a very, very passionate defense of the Marrow Thieves, whose author, Cherie Demeline, is here with us tonight, nominated for that very book. So I have to say that the story continues. Welcome tonight to our Now Magazine contest winners, to our jurors, and to all the former Trillium finalists and winners who have joined us this evening, and to our many other hardworking and distinguished guests from the literary community. Thank you for all the incredible work that you do all year long, and especially for being here with us for this important celebration tonight. And finally, it is my genuine pleasure to welcome back and thank Heather Hiscox, host of CBC's News Now, and I should say also, looking at the other side of OMDC's portfolio, Canadian Screen Award winner for that role. Heather has generously agreed to serve as our host and MC again this evening. She did the same for us last night at the reading event, and she has done the same for us for many years of the Trillium Awards. Heather puts a tremendous amount of work into preparing for Trillium each year, and we know she's a favorite among this audience. So Heather, from all of us to you, thank you once again. Thank you for your ongoing support of OMDC and of the Trillium Book Awards. It really is a privilege and a pleasure to have you on Team Trillium. Heather, c'est un plaisir de vous avoir de nouveau parmi nous cette année, et merci pour le soutien que vous continuez d'accorder à la Société et au Prix littéraire Trillium. Heather will join you for the awards part of the evening while you're having your dessert, and in the meantime, please do enjoy your dinner. Try to sneak a peek at the screens around you, which have some great images from the author readings last night, and don't forget to hug a writer. Thank you, merci, et miigwech.